Hello and welcome to your juicy hip flow. We will need our blocks today. So having two of them, and we will set up for a child's pose to start. So in our child's poses, the knees can be nice and wide or they can be closed, seeing what feels good as we rest our hips back onto our heels. Option to have both blocks parallel with each other to rest the arms so you can melt the chest maybe a little bit further down, creating space. Or you can use one block to rest the forehead on. Giving yourself time to feel what feels good, what works for your body today in your practice, and finding just a few rounds of breath here. Maybe seeing what it feels like to rock the hips side to side or massage the forehead side to side. Just sending our breath to our hips and intentionally saying, we got this today. Slowly we'll come up to tall arms. Move the blocks out of the way just for now. You can even put one in the front of your mat and one in the back. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Stack the hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head for cow pose. And exhale, press the ground away, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. And this time maybe you rock and shimmy the hips and the shoulders while you're in this cow pose. And then exhale, press the ground away, rounding through the spine. And same thing, rock those shoulders. Rock the hips. Go through a neutral tabletop. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Look over the right. Seeing what you need here in this tabletop. And then we'll tuck the toes. Set the hips up and back and go into our first downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Send love to the backs of the legs, to the hamstrings. Sending those hips nice and high. Maybe you bring the feet a little bit wider for this down dog, giving your hips a little bit more space. You're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. And if your feet aren't nice and wide, heel toe them out so they are. Grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. For your ragdoll pose, maybe shake your head yes, shake it no. Putting a nice bend into the knees so you can release the lower back. Then we're going to have the toes out, heels in. And this is why we have our blocks back here. We're going to sit onto this block. We're finding a malasana pose. Having the hands in prayer, pressing the elbows into the knees, opening up the hips. If you feel comfortable going into a full malasana, you don't need your block if you don't need to. But if you want more of a little bit restorative class today, take a seat. You know what feels good in your body and what you're comfortable with today. And today for me, I'm going to sit on a block. So use those elbows to press those knees open, nice and tall through the top of the head. Two more rounds of breath here. Breathing into your hips here. Sending your breath intentionally to the hips. It's a great pose to prepare your body for the future journey you'll be on. opening up the hips. And then we'll drop the hands down, lifting up to a tall stand. And then we're going to have that right foot go nice and long, toes in, heels out. We reach the hands up. Then exhale, we're going to fold. So we're in a wide leg forward fold here. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. See if you can lift those hips up nice and tall. See what it feels like to put weight into the toes or maybe into the backs of the heels. Grabbing our ankles here. Or maybe you grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Finding a 2 rounds of breath. Seeing what feels good here. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Take an inhale. And exhale, bend into the right knee. Kind of finding like a side low lunge here. Lift the hips through center. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Feel the length we're creating right there. Inhale through center. We'll do each side one more time. Bend that right knee. Come through center. Bend the left. We'll lift the hips up. Heels in, toes out. Reaching up on the inhale. And exhale, bending into the knees, finding goddess, but the hands are going to go right to the knees here. Nice and tall, taking a breath in. And then exhale, drop that right shoulder down. Use that right hand to press open that knee, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, our head comes back through center. Exhale, drop that left shoulder down, press that knee, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, reach up through center, arms coming up. And exhale, the hands in prayer. Now we'll find ourselves at the tops of our mat. Heel toe those feet nice and wide, toes out, heels in. Finding that malasana again. So we're dropping the hips. And maybe we find the blocks and finding what setting feels best for you. So for me, I noticed I can lower my block setting just a little bit more just from a little bit more opening that we've done today. I feel a little bit more comfortable now. Using those elbows again, pressing the knees away. Hands in prayer, nice and tall through the crown of the head. Take notice of just the movement that we've done and how open the hips are already. Sending our breath and our love to our hips again, saying thank you so much for all that it does for us. And then the hands will come down. And we'll move the block out of the way. And we'll roll onto our backs for just a moment here. Keeping that block with us. Bringing the knees into our chest. And just rock side to side, massaging that lower back space. Seeing what it's like to pull our knees away from us, making little circles. Bringing the knees in. It's almost like a massage here. Maybe you pull the knees wide. Again, seeing what it's like to push them away or pull them close. And then we'll roll over towards our left side. Keeping that block, we're going to place that block in between our thighs here as we roll over Getting nice and comfy here on this left side. Taking a moment to pause. To soak in the movement that we've done. The space that we've created in our body and also in our minds. Honoring that space that we created and continuing to honor that space once we get off our mat here today. Slowly pressing the hands underneath us, meeting into a comfortable seat. Taking an inhale, reach those hands up. And exhale the hands in prayer. Connect those thumbs to the heart space. Thank you so much. The light in me